Hi, my name is Mayank, and today we are making a small CSS project. Okay, so let me tell you first what is this project about. Okay, so this is a small animated text project. So let's have a demo. So when I refresh the page, you see the each letter of the my text comes down with animation, and in the last letter you will see it rotates 360 degree when it comes to its baseline position to in reference of all the letters. Okay, so let me show you again how it works. Yeah, it looks amazing, and I think in today's in all the websites you have noticed this effect, and if you have not noticed, I think you are going to see this effect in lots of websites. Okay, so start building this. Okay, let's start building this. Okay, so I we are going to make this project in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so if you have not downloaded Visual Studio Code, okay, so first download it, because I think it's a great software for any developer. If someone wants to make a small or big level project, it's a great software platform. Here we can make any kind of project. Okay, so I have created a folder named text animation, you can see. Okay, so in which I am creating one file, that is index.html. Okay, there is some error. Yeah, it's created. So I think you should also have a Emmet extension installed in your Visual Studio Code. If you don't have, I think you should install it first, because it it highly increases the productivity. If I okay, so I have already installed Emmet in my Visual Studio Code. So if I use exclamation mark and press tab, it automatically makes the boilerplate of my index file, right? Okay, so I think you should download this before we start proceeding ahead. Okay, so let me change the title name text animation. Okay, so in the body tag, let's create a div element and give it m name. Copy this div which I have just created and paste it in the right side of this div, and type your second letter of your word, whatever your name. Type your second letter of your word here. So my name is Mayank, so I will type A here. Okay, so I have to, so what the logic is, I have to write my each text in all the divs. Okay, so I have written my M first text, second text. Okay, so let me write all the text. MAYNK. Okay. Okay, so let's create the style sheet of our file, style.css, and in the style tag, in the body tag, give background color black. Why background color black? Because in the demo of my project, you see the background color is black. Okay, so that's the reason I am giving background color black. Okay, and now we have to link our style sheet, so the background color works. So we can attach this style sheet with link attribute. If you are new to the HTML and CSS, I think you should learn this, how to attach other linked sources. So this is my style sheet. And in the href attribute, I am going to give the my path name of my style file. So it is present in the group directory. So I am going to, yeah, it is showing. So this is my path structure of style sheet. So this href attribute is going to look at this path and and compiles this code and execute in the HTML file. That's the reason we saw black color and other kind of colors. Okay, this is how CSS work. Okay, so I have not opened live server. Okay, so you open live server. Yeah, it works. The background color has executed. Okay, so let's go ahead and okay, so I have given my name. Okay, so now it's time to select this div. When I type div, it means it is going to select all the divs. I have 6 divs, right? I want 6 divs. Okay, so it is going to select all the divs. So in all the divs, I want to give font size 8 rem. Font size 8 rem, and in the body section, okay, so let's check out the size of my text is okay. So why it is not showing? Because the color is black. I have to now give the text color white so that it it comes out from the background color. It doesn't behind stay behind in the background color. We have to make it in front of the background color. So I am giving white color. So if we give white color, the text will automatically come. Okay, so now the problem is it is in the column side. Okay, so we can change the direction of these all the letters in a row by giving a flex property. Okay, so in the body section, let's give a display flex. When I give display flex property, you see the all the letters aligns in row. Okay, so this is I want. Okay, so but we also want to make this text in the center of the screen. Okay, so how can we achieve this? So this can be achievable by justify content property. If I add center value in the justify content property, you see the text automatically aligns in the middle section of my screen, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the index file. Okay, so we have made the font size. Now it's time to give class name to the all the divs. Okay, so mm, in all the divs, I am giving separate class name for each individual div. Okay, so for the first div, I have given a class name, and do this for the same. Okay, so for the second, I am giving b class name. For the third, I am giving C class name, and for the fourth, I am giving D class name, and for the fifth word E, and the last word F. Okay, so this is my separate classes for each individual. Okay, so with this, I can target each individual with these classes. Okay, that's the reason I have given separate classes in each div, because I am going to add keyframes for each individual div. Okay, so first target the first div. The first div has the letter A, right? The first div has my letter M, my first word of my name letter M. That is the first div has DA has. Okay, so in the A div, what I want to do, I want to add the animation, right? The animation of the text coming from top to bottom. Okay, so let's give animation name. Let's give the animation name A. Okay, so this is my first animation of the first text of the first word. Okay, so I've given A animation. Okay, so let's give another property, animation timing function. I can giving I'm giving is some is means the animation will in the starting it starts slow, and in the middle it start fast, and in the end it starts slow. Okay, so this is how is means slow, fast, slow. Okay, so let's give another property of animation. There are lots of animation properties which you can see in the documentation. Animation duration 2 seconds. Okay, so if you are wondering what are these animation iteration count and animation duration property, I am going to explain when the animation applied. I will show you how it affects the animation of anything which we target. Okay, so I have given animation property. Okay, so let's create the animation frame for this A class. Keyframes for the A class. Okay, so keyframes defines the animation, and the animation name I have given A. Okay, so that's why here I am here I have put A word. Okay, so my class name is A, and that's the reason I have given A here. Okay, so in the keyframes I am adding 0%. In the 0% I have given transform property, and the value is translate by. What does it mean translate? Translate by means the word which go beyond 15 view height. View height is the relative unit of the window screen size. Okay, so view height is something. 15 view height means this is 15 view. This is 15 view height. Okay, so view height is the relative unit of window size, and translate y means it is going to translate from the y axis, not from x axis. Translate means it is going to take that element from top position to whatever position we align. So in the 0% I am going to translate from minus 15 view height. Minus the thing minus I have given here is means the word. Okay, so let me show you. The word will first go behind the screen. This is 0 view height, and I have added minus 15 view height means in the starting it goes behind the screen, window screen, and that's the reason I have given minus 15 view height in the 0%. 0% means the starting position of the animation. Okay, so let's my final position, it is the 100 position in which I am going to transform to translate in the y-axis 40 view height. Okay, so let me show you how it works. In the starting of the animation, the in the starting of the animation, the it works. It the text comes from behind and comes down to 40 view height. Let me show you. Yeah, let me refresh. It is coming from behind and coming down to 40 view height. Okay, but we have to make this word stop once the animation ends. See, once the animation ends it has to be stopped here. Okay, so how can we achieve this? Yes, we can achieve this with the property that is that I have not told you, but now it's time to reveal. This is the animation fill mode. Animation fill mode means here I have give you the forward value. Forward value means the when the word when the word is when the text is coming down, it is going to stop at its final animated position. Okay, so what is the final animated position of my M word is, that is it stops at the 40 view height. So this is something I want to target. That's why I have given forward. Forward means it is going to stop at the last animated property of my word. And what is the last property? It is the 100% is the last final animated property of any element. Okay, so I am, that's my reason forward. If I save this and let's look, now it is stopped, right? Now it is stopped. Okay, let's it's time to make animation on all the letters. Okay, so before this I am copying the class name and changing the class name. I have given separate class name. So here is the animation on the B div, and here is the animation on the C div. That is my third letter of my name, and here is the D. So it is on the D div, and it is the final word. No, not the final. There is one word remaining. It is the animation E, and the last animation, that is last word of my name, is K F. So here is the F. Okay, so let's add keyframes for all the word. Okay, so right now we have keyframes. The animation right now, the only one letter of my name will have the animation effect. Why? Because we have only one keyframe. So okay, so it's time to add all the keyframes for all words. Okay, so there are 6 words. Okay, so I am copying 5 times because I have already have 1 2 3 4 5. Here is the keyframes for B div. This is the keyframes for C div, for the D, for the E. Okay, so I have not added for one. Okay, so let's add. Okay, so this is the last text, last word F. Okay, when I save this, you will see all the words are coming down. Right? Let me show you again. All the words are coming down with same animation, with same animation delay. Right? All the words are coming simultaneously. But what we want to achieve is, when the first M word comes down to its baseline position, the 40 view height that we have added, the second word then start comes down. Okay, so how we can achieve this in the second, and in the second this can be achievable with easily. Okay, so how can we achieve? We just need to add animation delay property in the second letter of our word, whatever word you have. Okay, so in the A letter I am giving animation delay of 2 seconds. So what does it mean is, okay, let me add first the animation delay property on the uh, animation delay property on the second div, that is the B div, animation delay. Okay, so here I am giving animation delay property for 2 seconds, not for 2 seconds, I think 1 second. If I add animation delay property, you will see the A word is coming after once my m comes to its natural position, the A start coming from top to bottom, right? Okay, so in the Y word I am giving 2 second delay. In the A word, fourth word of my name, I am giving 3 second delay. Okay, so in each div, let me give delay of increment of one value. Okay, so in this C div I am giving, 2 second. 2 second, why? Because in the second div I have given 1 second, so third word will wait for 2 second, then it start coming from top to bottom. Okay, so let's do this in the same in the d delay d d element. What happened? Okay, so it let me undo my key. 3 second, same as in the E and F. Here is 4 second. Let's see now. Yeah, it is coming one by one, right? It looks amazing. Okay, so only one thing which we have left is the last letter of whatever word you have, and my word is mine. So in the last word I want to give something interesting to it, to something special. Okay, so what is this special thing? I am giving yellow color to it. So how can we add yellow color to the final word? Okay, so we have keyframes for all the word, right? So for the keyframes of the fifth, sixth word, I'm I'm giving color yellow in the hundredth animate any position. Hundredth position means last animation. Okay, final position. Yeah, or you can say end animation. If I save this, you will see the color comes automatically yellow. Okay, but we want to also rotate. When it comes down, it rotates 360 degree in x axis. In which axis? X axis. So how can we achieve this? Okay, yeah, it has given, it has applied yellow color. Okay, so but we also want to rotate when it comes from top to 40 view height. That is the view height we have added for each text. So how we can rotate this one? Okay, so it can be, it's so easy, but what we have to do is copy this 0%. Let's create some other position of animation. 0% is the starting position, 25% is the second position, 50 position is the third animation position, animated position, and the 75% is the fourth animation position, and 100 means final position. 0 means starting, and as I have said, 100 means final position. Okay, so in the 25% it comes to 10 view height, and in the 50% it comes to 20 view height, and the 75% it comes to 30 view height, and in the 100% means the final position, final animation position, it is in the 40 view height, same as the other letters that have. Okay, so but in the 0 position we also want to rotate. So in the transform property, in the right side of the translate y, I am giving rotate y, and how much rotate? In the starting, no rotation, 0 degree. Okay, but in the 25%, it means the second phase of the animation we want to rotate it. Yes, we want to rotate it. How many degree? 90 degree, right? Okay, so in the third phase of our animation we want to rotate it 180 degree. We are rotating on x axis. Okay, that's why I'm giving x. 270. Okay, let's see. One word is cam, second word is cam, third word is cam, fourth word is cam, fifth word, and this is C. Last word is rotating and came down to its final position. Okay, right. Why it comes at the 75% why it comes top. Okay, so there is something bug. I have not removed this minus. Okay, that's the reason it goes up. Let me remove minus. Okay, now it will work. Now it works fine. Okay, let's see. Let's wait for the final word. Yeah. Okay. Right. It comes slowly with rotation from 0% to 100%. Okay. Everything is fine, but I think, but only one thing is remaining. The final one thing is remaining. So what is this? When I refresh the page, the text comes from top, from behind the screen, from behind the screen. Okay, so now it is coming here. Right now it is coming from this side. Okay, but we want to come from behind the screen. Okay, so in the starting we don't want this text to come from here, from this side. Okay, so we want to text from behind the screen. So how can we achieve this? Okay, so go to text. What we have to do is simply in the div class name, I am transforming it, translate y minus 20 view height. If I save this is the final version. Okay, right, there is no bug right now. It is coming from behind the screen means minus from backwards to the screen. Okay, let me show you again. Right now it is coming from behind the screen. Once again, let me show you. Not coming from, it is coming from behind the screen, right? That's the reason I have given minus 20 behind, so that it comes from behind the screen, not from the screen itself. Okay, so this is my small CSS project. I hope you have watched it from the starting to the end and you have liked it. And I think this is something, a trend ongoing in each website. In each side, you will see this animation on the text. Like it can be on anything. It can be on any brand logo or any SVG images, but it is everywhere. All the websites are, I think, have this amazing animation effect. Okay, so this is my video. I hope you liked it.